This video mainly introduces the common operations of the FiDX Fluorescent Immunoassay Analyzer, including software upgrade, self-check, log export, and print paper replacement. 1. Software upgrade. The first part is the software upgrade. Now, the specific operation of software upgrade is introduced. Prepare a USB flash drive formatted in FAT32. Contact G-Link staff to obtain the latest upgrade package. Now, let's detail the steps for software upgrade. Place the latest upgrade package in the root directory of the USB drive. Ensure the suffix of upgrade package file name doesn't include numbers, letters, symbols, etc. Insert the USB drive into the USB interface at the back of the FiDX. After inserting the USB drive, power on the FiDX. A small USB drive icon will appear on the interface. If not, please check the USB drive and reboot the FiDX. Click Set. Maintenance. Software upgrade. Upgrade button below and click OK to start upgrade, which takes approximately 10 minutes. Once the upgrade completes, the FiDX will automatically restart. Remember to remove the USB drive after the upgrade. 2. Self-check. The second part is self-check of hardware. When encountering issues such as inability to swipe the cards, abnormal scanning of reagent barcode, or failure in thermal printing while using the FiDX, performing a hardware self-check can help determine if there is an instrument fault and pinpoint the problem. To initiate hardware self-check, navigate to Set, Self-Check on the FiDX. On the interface, you'll find 5 functions available for self-check. Clicking on the Test button will trigger a one-click check on all 5 functions. The following will introduce the content and applicable scenarios for each of the 5 functions. Function works well. This part mainly examines whether the instrument's detection operation and fluorescence signal acquisition functions are functioning properly. It serves as a self-diagnostic tool for related components when the instrument fails to detect normally. RFID module works well. This function verifies whether the RFID card swiping module's communication is functioning correctly. It's useful for troubleshooting when there are errors in card recognition or when the card cannot be read normally. Barcode module works well. This function checks whether the communication of the barcode scanning module is functioning properly. It helps diagnose hardware malfunctions of the scanner when prompted to input the actual production batch number despite following the correct steps. Print works well. This function verifies the success of printing and the printing time. It's useful for hardware fault diagnosis when the thermal printing function is not operating correctly. USB port works well. This function verifies the normal operation of the USB port. It's useful for troubleshooting during upgrades or log exports, especially when the analyzer fails to recognize the USB drive even with the correct format. Note, this function requires inserting a properly formatted USB drive for detection. If no USB drive is inserted, or if a network card is inserted, the hardware self-check will report an error. In such cases, it's not necessarily a hardware fault. Insert a USB drive and try again. The result interface of the hardware self-check displays a checkmark for normal functions and a cross for errors. If the self-check result is abnormal, please contact G-Link staff promptly for further assistance. 3. Log export. This part will guide you through the process of exporting logs from the in-cycle automatic nucleic acid analysis system and FiDX Fluorescent Immunoassay Analyzer. When errors occur in the analyzer and need to be analyzed, it is necessary to export logs for engineers to view and analyze. Prepare a USB flash drive formatted in FAT32 and insert it into the USB interface located at the back of the FiDX. Upon inserting the USB drive, a small USB drive icon will appear on the interface. indicating successful recognition of the USB drive. Navigate to the set and select Export Data, then choose Export Log to initiate the log export process. When a prompt box appears with the message "Export file completed," it signifies that the log export process has been successful. After exporting the logs, safely remove the USB drive and plug it into a computer. Open the USB drive and you will find a folder with the suffix logs. Send this exported folder to the staff of G-Link for further analyze. The difference in inspection methods between FiDX and InCycle lies in the different paths and file formats for exporting logs. In InCycle, after inserting a properly formatted USB drive, click on Maintenance and then Export Log to initiate log export. For the InCycle, the log files are exported with the suffix G-Links, unlike FiDX, which exports files with the suffix logs. 4. Printer paper replacement. This part introduces the procedure for replacing printer paper on the FiDX fluorescent immunoassay analyzer. When the thermal printing paper runs out during the use of the analyzer, it's necessary to perform the paper replacement operation. If the thermal printing paper is not used up but cannot print, consider whether there was a printer malfunction. Refer to the thermal printing anomaly video for details. Then it's time to introduce the operation of replacing printer paper. Prepare the correct specification of printer paper, which is 57mm by 30mm. Incorrect specifications may cause the printer to fail to print normally. When installing the FiDX initially, 2 rolls of thermal printer paper are provided. Hospitals can later purchase additional paper rolls as needed. Gently open the button on the top of the printer, remove the old roll of paper, and place the new roll with the opening facing upwards. Leave a small section outside for easy paper output, and then close the button. Click Print, and successfully obtaining the printed report indicates a successful installation. However, if the printer paper is loaded upside down, it may result in normal paper output but no text displayed. Therefore, it's crucial to pay a special attention to paper orientation during installation. The above summarizes the common operations of the FiDX fluorescent immunoassay analyzer. G-Links. Everything is for life.